and integrate those components with our components, so, and deliver a much higher value total system. But their experience in supply chain, their experience in dispatching people to, with the right spare part to repair a broken system. So they already know how to do that. What we know how to do is deliver database and applications and middleware and tune that stuff to work on their gear.
Well, I'm not supposed to be impartial tonight, but good luck with it. I think it's just a great company with great technology, and if it was going to go somewhere, I really do believe Oracle's a place where I think the Sun people and the Sun technology can continue to grow. So, best wishes, good luck. Let me shift to cloud computing, which is, the old network is the computer, and now they call it cloud. You didn't believe it a couple of years ago, at least you were quoted. Now you seem to believe it. Hold on. We got companies like Salesforce.com and NetSuite, which actually is, you're certainly a big investor in that. But we have, of course, Googles of the world and the Amazons. And it seems like every startup I'm working with is talking about, something in the cloud and putting applications in the cloud. We're seeing it at the consumer level first, the personal level first. But if you look at the innovation and what's being funded, it's happening. I sometimes think let's go out 5 years. Because not this year. I think about IBM mainframes, I think about DEC and minis, I think PCs and the internet. Are you at risk in terms of the revenue streams? Because I'm talking to CIOs now, and while they're not putting everything in the cloud, just buying a Salesforce.com, buying pieces of software, looking at applications of what can I move into the cloud, is beginning to take much more interest in the CIO. Now, I know we've got a long way to get before we put an ERP in there, but what do you think?
Well, the cloud, cloud's water vapor, but I assume...
There's a quote, it's better than screw the NATO. It is.
My objection to cloud computing is the fact that everyone, and this is, cloud computing is not only the future of computing, Eddie, it is the present, and the entire past of computing is all cloud. Salesforce.com has been around for more than a decade, and so is NetSuite. NetSuite's been around longer than Salesforce, and people are saying, well, that's cloud computing. Google's now cloud computing. Everyone's cloud computing. My objection to cloud computing was everyone simply looks around, like I've always been doing cloud computing. It's like 10 years ago, but cloud computing, the term's only 4 years old. But like everything is in the cloud now, and
I know,
my objection is the absurdity.
You don't like it.
No, it's not that I don't like the idea of what is, it's this nonsense. The guys say, it's in the cloud. Well, what is that? And then you say, are we dead? Yeah, we're dead. If there's no hardware or software in the cloud, we are so screwed. But it's not water vapor. All it is a computer attached to a network. What are you talking about? What do you think Google runs on?
I'll ask you another.
What do you think they run on water vapor? Cloud. They have it's databases.
How about the next question?
And operating systems and memory and microprocessors and the internet. And all of a sudden, it's none of that. It's the cloud. What are you talking about? Now, the VCs, I love the VCs. We only fund, is that cloud? Oh yeah, whoa. Microsoft Word, change internet to cloud. Mass change, give it back to these nitwits on Sand Hill Road.
Wait a second. That was actually one of my tamer questions. I guess I'm not going to get a ride in the boat.
No, you can.
No, you know why.
You can go on the boat.
Look.
It's a cloud boat. All sailing is cloud sailing.
Okay. Sorry.
What do you mean by cloud computing?
If you let me. No, I'm going to move on. Nah, they're going to work anyway. You know what I mean.
Well, you'd be asked, are we dead by cloud computing?
No, that's you're dead.
But seriously, is Intel dead? There's going to be no microprocessors in the cloud? Is Samsung dead? There's going to be no memory in the cloud.
Let me say it another way.
Is Cisco dead because there's no networking in the cloud? Are we dead because there's no databases in the cloud, no applications in the cloud, no middleware in the cloud? The answer is no. It's just, all the cloud is computers in a network. And then you could say, I mean, in terms of technology. Now, in terms of business model, you can say, oh, it's rental. And this is also very interesting, this notion of rental. All Salesforce.com was, before they were cloud computing, they were software as a service. And then they became cloud computing because software as a service, well, it's the same reason. Chanel last year was fuchsia. This year, it's kind of puce. But, I mean, our industry is so bizarre. You know, they just change a term and they think they've invented technology. You can't just come up with, like, let's call that cloud. You know, it sure beats innovation.
You know, I think he's really worried about cloud computing. I'm going to check back with you in a couple of years because you know what I'm talking about. Let me shift to the mobile internet. And, you know, it's an interesting question. You might think, well, you said something about the PCs and mobile, but I always look at things, and I look at the PC analogy. And when we were sitting at Sun, you know, we looked at these things called PCs, and we said, you know, you take them home and you play with them or whatever. Hold on, and all of a sudden they replaced, you know, dumb terminals and got on our screens, and then we saw the whole advent of the PC evolution in corporate businesses, and Microsoft got a desktop. If you think broadband's everywhere, which I do, and you believe in the cloud, and you believe in the software and the applications, and you look at Google, even though it's very mature yet with Android and Chrome and the apps that are being generated. But again, I'm thinking forward here. And businesses begin to use more of, I saw with Motorola, for example, what people were starting to do with these smartphones and intelligent things, and we look at netbooks. I mean, this is an opportunity for you because I think about if you really do pull off the Sun thing, you already, certainly great success in the software stack. Does Oracle need to have a delivery vehicle? And certainly, the operating system's interesting. You know, do you want to give that up again to Microsoft, or do you want to give it up to Android? And then does it come back to pick up the piece of the enterprise? So what are you guys thinking about the whole mobile internet, and where does Oracle play in the space?